Sponsors.
And welcome back. We've hoped you'd enjoyed Tech Show, or the full show rather. We'll get to Texas Tech later, don't worry.
Tonight full of highlights and scores, but in case you missed any, here is your full Sewell Andrews Chevy Buick GMC scoreboard for tonight's action. Midland over Lubbock Coronado 59-27, while Lee moves to 3-0 as well with a 38-14 win over Paladuro.
In 5A yesterday, Odessa getting the win 47-30 over Tascosa.
Big win there for Bradley Marquez and the Broncos. Still more 5A. Abilene High tonight. Number 1 in the state loses to Cocoa out of Florida 24-21. Meanwhile, I believe that's Cooper beats Central tonight 55-21.
Big loss for Abilene there. Monahans, though, gets a victory over Midland Christian 49-7. Muleshoe over Andrews, knocking off Andrews for the first time this year 49-19.
Staying with the 3A scores, Lubbock Cooper taking care of Seminole 38-20. Meanwhile, the Golden Cranes get moved to 2-1, with a 26-8 win over Fort Stockton.
3A scores continue here. Pecos 19, Denver City 12, and Colorado City 10-7 over Lamesa.
Moving to the 3A, actually staying in 3A ranks, Big Spring, Coach Ritchie and the Steers move to 2-1. They get a 42-14 win over Plainview High School tonight.
Yep, and Estacado knocks off Greenwood. That one coming courtesy of Thursday again, 39-7.
Moving to the 2A scores now, Coahoma taking care of Wink tonight on the road 44-0. Meanwhile, Forsan moves to 2-1 with a 45-6 win over Irion County.
Also 2A, Kermit over Van Horn 35-14 on the road. Good road victory there, and also a good road victory for Alpine 35-21 over Fabens.
And staying in the 2A ranks, Stanton knocking off Ozona 23-6, a team that knocked off Iran last week, so Stanton 23-6.
Yep, speaking of Iran, we'll get to that in 1 minute, but Reagan County a winner over McCamey tonight. And as I mentioned, Iran a big comeback victory in overtime against Eunice. They win by 2.
And staying with the 1A scores, Marfa taking care of business on the road tonight in Tornillo. They get the win 29-6.
6-man now, Garden City 86 over Paducah 52, and Sanderson wins on the road 48-22.
Staying with the 6-man score, Sands taking care of Loop tonight 59-12. Big win there. Borden County, second straight week with no troubles. They beat Wellman Union 54-6.
Keep chugging along in the scoreboard. Fort Hancock over Fort Davis in overtime, and Del City a close winner on the road 71-68.
And one more 6-man score for you. Westbrook taking care of Cotton Center tonight 40-32.
And remember,
actually a couple more, sorry.
There we go. Keep rolling on. Grady over Rankin 56-24. Balmorhea over Trinity 62-39. And remember that our new segment, Tech Time, will continue tomorrow night. I'll bring that to you live here on News West 9 at 10. Fresh off their opening season win over SMU, are in action as they travel to Albuquerque tomorrow to take on the New Mexico's Lobos. Kickoff is at 7 p.m., and we will have highlights of that game coming up tomorrow on News West 9, as I mentioned, at 10.
Well, this is a football show, but since the playoffs are in full swing, we're going to show you a little baseball action tonight as the Hounds and Rough Riders battling in Game 3 tonight at Citibank Ballpark. And this is not how you want to start the game. Frisco's first batter is Marcus Lemon, only 3 homers all year. He takes Matt Wright deep over the left field wall for the 1-0 lead. Rough Riders would get 3 in the top of the first, but don't worry, Midland would bounce back in the home half. Val Majewski singles back through the box. That will plate Jermaine Mitchell. 3-1 Frisco at that point. Then Alex Valdez singles through the left side of the infield. We'll get there here in a second. That would make it 3-2 Frisco as Shane Peterson hustles around from second to score. And finally, after Peterson comes around to score, Josh Horton is going to ground into the fielder's choice as they're not able to turn 2. And just like that, the game is tied at 3. And Midland puts up some serious runs on the board. They hold on to get the win tonight 10-7 and take the 2-1 series lead over the Rough Riders. So good news for the Rockhounds, good news for a bunch of local football teams with some big wins this evening.
That's right, Trevor. We're starting to see teams hit their stride at the right time as we move closer to the district schedule. It's been a great night of football again here in West Texas.
And of course, we want to thank all of our photographers and people behind the scenes for helping us out tonight. It wouldn't be possible without them.
But we're out of time for now. Be sure to tune into News West 9 Game Time in our 1 hour at 11:35 for more highlights. I'm sorry, that was extra right now. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the Rockhounds highlights. I'll bring those to you tomorrow at 10 as they look to close out that series in the South Championship Series.
Yep, but for Lee Small, I'm Trevor Tankersley. We will see you next Friday night.